How to line a fishing pole for dummies. It can be extremely embarrassing to go fishing with people who have been fishing all their lives. Just because you don't know how to line your fishing pole doesn't mean that you should altogether give up on fishing, which is a leisure pursuit that's undeniably fun, exciting, rewarding and distressing. Unfortunately, there is no fishing academy you could attend and there is no fishing pole lining 101 that you could take up. When it comes to lining a fishing pole, the experience is the best teacher. Fortunately, you don't really need to have a lot of experience. You just need some dumbed-down instructions on lining a fishing pole. So if you are going to fish anytime soon with your family and friends and you don't want to look like it's your first time to dabble in fishing, keep watching. You will learn how to line a fishing pole like a pro. Be sure to catch one of these lucky Ulu fishing t-shirt. Visit uluar.com for your lucky Ulu t-shirt. 1. Take your pole into action mode. Most fishing rods of today have 2 to 4 detachable parts for utmost portability. Some of them even have a telescoping design to save their users from wasting time on assembly. Needless to say, in order to get started, you will need to have your fishing pole taken out of its carrying case and then assembled or stretched out depending on the design. Also, you will have to attach the reel. You know, that spinning cylindrical contraption used for winding and stowing the fishing line to your fishing pole. The spot devoted to accommodating the reel is referred to as a reel seat and it's situated in the middle of the pole's handle. To attach the reel to the reel seat, simply hook the flat metal base into it. And by the way, make sure that you refer to that flat metal base as the reel foot to sound like an expert. 2. Don't cross the line, attach the line. On your reel, there is a tiny arm that lifts up and down, it's known as the bail. To start attaching the line to your reel, lift that bail up, using what's referred to as the arbor knot. Tie the line onto the spool's center, which, incidentally, is called the arbor. Have no idea on how to do the arbor knot? Don't panic. Follow these easy steps. Loop the tag, the free end of the line, around the arbor. Tie a loose knot around your standing line, the part attached to the rest of the line. Tie another loose knot on the end of the tag. Hold the tag end, it doesn't matter on which side of the knots. Pull tightly until both knots come together neatly. That's it. You just made your very first arbor knot. Once you have carried out this knot perfectly, the only remaining thing to do is close the bail. 3. Get the reel's spool spooled. Place the spool of your fishing line on the floor with the label facing up. As you apply a little pressure on the line using one hand, use the other hand to turn the handle of the reel to load your fishing line onto the spool. Keep on doing this until you have filled the spool with the fishing line. However, the moment that the line is about 1/8 of an inch from the rim or lip of the spool, you should stop turning the reel's handle. It's not really a good idea to have your spool overfilled with the fishing line, as your line will surely end up tangled the moment you throw the bait or lure. By the way, the act of throwing the bait or lure is referred to by the pros as casting. 4. Guide the line through each of the guides. Once you have loaded your spool with the right amount of fishing line, it's time to string the rod. You know, guiding the fishing line through the guides, which are circular structures found along your fishing pole. The number of guides fishing poles have can vary, depending on the design or length. Some fishing poles, especially those that are meant for kids, have only 4 guides, while others can have as many as 8. No matter how many guides are around, you will have to guide the tag, again, the free end of the fishing line, through them, starting from the one that's closest to the handle until you reach the one at the very end of the pole. Remember to open the bail before you begin this task that a lot of beginners find somewhat arduous. After pulling the line through the last guide, allow 3 to 4 feet of fishing line to dangle. 5. Hook up your hook and bait. Just before you attempt to catch your very first fish, there is one more very important step to take. SND, that is attaching your hook as well as your bait. There are a handful of ways to have the hook attached to your fishing line. And one very popular method is something that entails doing what's known as the clinch knot. Here's how it's done. Hold the tag and pass it through the eye of the hook. Wrap the line around the standing line 5 times. Take the tag back and pass it through the first loop created, the one that's just above the eye of the hook. Guide the tag through the bigger loop slowly and gently pull the tag until the knot is secured. Clip excess tag. That's how quick and simple it is to attach your hook to your fishing line. The next thing to do is attach the bait of your preference to your hook and you're ready to cast and get your hands on your very first prized catch. The takeaway. It's not really that difficult to line a fishing pole, even if you have never tried your hands at fishing before. Following the instructions above should keep you from looking like a total newbie in front of your family and friends. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and also subscribe to our channel for more awesome informational fishing videos.